This is Cambodia day 2. We headed out from the capital Phnom Penh to Pursat on a big long road trip that took about 4 hours. This is driving through the city. You can see Humvees existing side by side with tuk-tuks, kind of every social level. Phnom Penh's a city of about 2 million people, and Cambodia altogether has about 14 million people, so it's a pretty significant portion. Basically in Cambodia you have two big cities, Siem Reap, where Angkor Wat is, that's in the north part, and Phnom Penh is more in the south, and it's kind of the big main city, what Tokyo would be in Japan. Phnom Penh is in Cambodia. So here we're driving around this city just looking at the architecture. This is all the stuff, kind of downtown sites from the main city squares and parkways. Phnom Penh situated on the junction of the Mekong, the Basak, and the Tonle Sap rivers, which form an X where the capital is situated. So here we're driving. Lots of places you end up driving beside the river because there's lots of rivers to be found there. There's lots of these little markets just about everywhere. The city here, it looks like kind of dirty, but it generally has a pretty clean feel to it because of the local garbage brigade. And anyway, here we are. We're heading out on about a 5.5 hour trip out from going north of Phnom Penh to a place called Pursat, which is really the country. And so this is the countryside. It's really flat. Feels like home for me. This was pretty common. This kind of passing situation on the highways. Here we go. Sometimes 3 abreast, sometimes 4 abreast, sometimes getting off the road into the dirty, into the soft shoulder of the road to avoid collisions with oncoming traffic. But it didn't seem like a big deal. The first few times for us it was a pretty big deal, but it was obviously not such a big deal for the driver because it happened repeatedly to the point where we weren't too worried about it anymore. They just do a lot of horn honking. This is the hotel we stayed at in Pursat, one of the nicer hotels in town, at about $15 a night, I think it was. This is the view right in front of the hotel. Not too much traffic now, but in the morning, just before market time, there was all kinds of traffic. We'd sit out at 6 a.m. and just people watch. This is walking just down the street from our hotel. We were heading down to the market because Pursat has no modern supermarket like we would know in the West. It has one huge public market, which kind of gives you an idea of how country it is. Like Siem Reap and Phnom Penh, they all had modern supermarkets like anything. Well, not exactly, but much like you'd find in Japan or in North America. But in Phnom Penh, this was your only option. Now this is the school that Hope built not too long ago, in kind of like, as you can see, a real country area not far from Pursat, maybe a 15-20 minute drive down some dirt roads in Pursat. And so it's a 3-room school that they built and was recently painted, and apparently in October a teacher's coming. Here you see how we moved the bricks. I was kind of mad that we didn't have some wheelbarrow or something to move bricks, and then all of a sudden the leader says, "Oh, no problem, no problem." And suddenly there's this line of little ants, each carrying a couple, 3 bricks, and the bricks got moved from one place to the other in 10 minutes. Worked out fine. And so yeah, the school is starting operation in October, so they needed a well, so Hope built them a well right there, and that well serves the school and some families nearby. It gives them clean water to get things started. And you'll see, if you check back in some of the videos coming up, you'll see this. We clear all this area and eventually make a volleyball court and a kind of a bit of a playground, but that'll be in another video coming up. Here you see, just like construction in every country, you need one guy to do the hard work and about 17 of us to stand around and supervise and give advice. Actually, no, there was times, the heavy lifting stuff, everybody was involved, but then this was the stuff that, the actual concrete laying, most of us didn't have any clue how to do it, so we just waited and watched and went on little walks. But yeah, so first put down the bricks, then some stones, and eventually you'll see us pouring concrete. This is just the landscape all around that area, fairly undeveloped, just country. This is how you mix concrete Cambodian style. Hope is always pretty deliberate about telling the teams coming from Japan that they're not really going there to do a bunch of work for the Cambodians, but basically it's a study tour in order to, you know, work alongside with the Cambodians. Basically this well project that you see happening here, it's not like it's something that would not have happened if the team from Japan hadn't come. It's essentially we go there and help out a little bit in something that's already happening, you know, that is going to happen anyway. And the team from Japan gets a chance to basically see the situation, see the needs, and see what's going on with the people there. Are you Paman? Are you Paman?
Mui.
Mui.
Pramui.
Pramui. Nice. This is the home of a guy who was at the well site, was helping us that day. He had lived in America for 25 years.
Okay.
And had made his way back to Cambodia because his aunt had given him this place. So he'd come back, decided he's going to live here.
I see.
And see if he could make a go of things.
What's your everyday food? Do you eat usually?
Rice and vegetable,
Yeah.
piece of meat, what I can find it.
Hello. Is that your
There's
daughter?
apparently large concentrations of Cambodians living in America in places like LA and around Tacoma, Washington. Apparently,
did you
also
build
in
the house yourself?
Massachusetts, there's lots of
Yeah.
I need to fix it.
larger Cambodian communities. So you sometimes meet Cambodians who
Well, I
speak
guess
pretty
if
good
it's
English,
heavy
who
rain,
spent a
you're
lot of
okay,
time
yeah?
in America, or who are back and forth between the two.
Coming up, this house almost blow.
Almost goes down.
Yeah. That's why my kid and why my kids had to run into the bathroom.
Ah.
Yeah.
And so in the back, is that another? Oh, that's the chicken house,
Chicken
yeah.
house, yeah.
Chicken house, and that is what?
Chicken house.
Also chicken house. Okay. And the bathroom, did you make it?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name Nịch.
Night. What's your name?
My name Nịch. What is your name? My name Guan. What is your name? My name Guan.
Okay, not bad. What's your name?
My name's Pat.
Oh, she's good. How old are you?
I am 22.
She speaks good English. 22?
Một thầy phí.
22. Okay, okay. What's your name? Oh, how old are you? Ayun Pamang.
So stay tuned, because pretty soon we put a volleyball court and a playground on this place, and it looks a lot different by the end of the week.